Hello and welcome to LadyApplejack Speaks VA, a VA channel here on YouTube that focuses on the Netflix series Stranger Things. I am back with a new episode for Series 5. Do you want to know a secret? Yes, this is episode 3 of that series where we follow Eddie Munson and Lis Henderson as they move through their senior year together. Now, if you don't remember, Lis Henderson is actually the older cousin of Dustin, and she recently turned 18 and she recently moved to Hawkins, Indiana. She used to live in Columbus, Ohio, and under mysterious circumstances, she was sent to Hawkins, Indiana to live with her Aunt Claudia and Dustin. So, um, like anybody else, Lis Henderson has some secrets and she has plenty of them. But will Eddie Munson be able to find out any of these secrets? We're going to be finding out in this entire series. So let's go ahead and talk about the basics of this episode. This episode is PG-15 for strong language and some sexual tension, so listener discretion is advised. The suggested minimum age is 15 plus, and the pepper rating is 2 ghost peppers. But I'm going to be nice and I'll let you guys have a glass of milk, like an 8-ounce glass. Be grateful. Anyways, this particular episode is also like a test drive for something that I did just a few hours ago, actually. I actually created an episode soundtrack. Yes, a full episode soundtrack just for this episode. If you go to my YouTube playlist and look for this episode's designated playlist of 80 songs curated by Eddie Munson for Lis Henderson, you'll be able to hear exactly all the songs that Eddie Munson has created on a playlist for her. Yes, you heard me right. Liz's middle name is Michelle. This is important to remember when listening to this playlist and while following through on this episode. There is a very obvious song in that playlist that Eddie uses as an Easter egg on the cassettes that he has made for her and he's about to give her as a gift. So, like I said, these are all on cassette tapes and these are all curated by Eddie. And Eddie, as a side note, actually, like, we all know him as a metalhead, but I always seen him as somebody that appreciates all forms of music. Maybe not so much disco, but all forms of music. So he has like a little knowledge base. He's familiar with music from the 50s, the rockabilly period, the 60s, and obviously the 70s because he was a kid during the 70s as well. So when he actually makes this playlist or this mixtape for Lis, he keeps all those like good songs in mind from like the 50s on to the 70s, those really good love songs. But he also knows that Lis is a very classic sort of girl. She likes to be nostalgic about her music. A lot of her music she ties into her growing up with her mother, who she was really close with before her mother died. So she's very, what's the word I'm looking for? She's an old-fashioned kind of girl in that aspect. So Eddie takes that to heart when he makes this mixtape or these mixtapes for her because it's 80 songs, keep in mind. So when you're listening, maybe some of it won't make sense to you. Like, why would Eddie put this on a mixtape? He's a metalhead. But try to keep that in mind that he's trying to express himself in the language that Lis would understand. So there you go. If you want to go check that out, please do. There's some great songs on there. A lot of songs from my own youth, growing up with baby boomer parents. And I have fond memories of so many songs that are on that list. So please go check it out. Enjoy it. And yeah, Other than that, I guess the next couple items that I need to tell you is about the date of this episode, what day we're on, and also the name of the episode. So this is taking place November 15th, 1985, which is 2 months later, roughly, from when Eddie meets Lis for the first time. This is falling on a Friday, and it's the last Friday before Thanksgiving break. So as of 3 o'clock that day, everybody in Hawkins High was on break for Thanksgiving. So they're getting ready for Thanksgiving break, and obviously that gives them a little more leisure to do whatever they want to during their break. Now, the song title that I selected for this episode is Crimson and Clover. Many of you might know this song because of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. They did a version of this song in 1983 on the first album that they ever released. Beautiful rendition of it. But did you know that this song was actually written and produced in the 1960s? So, a little backstory. This song was released on the charts, the Billboard charts in 1969, and it went pretty high up. I don't know if it hit number one or not, but it was a well-known song, a well-loved song in 1969. The band that produced this song was Tommy James and the Shondells. Now, when you go back and look into the song facts and you look at the lyrics, a lot of people think that this is just a plain Jane love song. Tommy James actually said he didn't intend for this to be a love song, so to speak. It just happened to be that way. Now, Crimson, from his various interviews over the years, that referenced his high school football team. He was paying a homage or making a nod towards his high school days in football. Clover is actually a representation of something new blossoming. So the situation would be love. Like he said, love blossoms just like a flower, just like a clover would. So the song unintentionally became a love song. And it's one of those songs that has stuck over the years. Even Joan Jett, when she sang this song, said that she was singing this song as like a nod to a past lover that she had. Yeah, it's a very good song. It's one of my favorite songs out there. I think it has so much beautiful meaning behind it, and it just felt fitting for us to use this song. So yeah, you guys got a little bit of a history lesson. I am going to give you a disclaimer that I have to do a little bit of singing on this. And you guys know why I say my singing sucks. It's literally, I can't carry a tune in a bucket. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. I was born a bassist. I was not born a singer. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. Special thanks to Emily for this idea. Emily, you're amazing. Show Emily some love down in the comments because this idea is just really good. And I think she needs the love. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and go into this episode. Eddie's point of view, D&D campaign night, Hawkins High School Auditorium, 9:30 p.m. Oh, God. Lis, sweetheart. You mean to tell me that even after a month of watching me and the other guys play D&D, you failed to remember to write down what items you managed to forge? Sweetheart, I thought I taught you a little bit better than this. It was an honest mistake. I didn't think it really mattered. Oh, God. You are so cute. and a bit dumb, princess. Good thing the DM likes you and wants you to stick around. I wink at her before going back to the task at hand, breaking down the game. We had just finished about an hour ago. She works on throwing away stray cups, voided character worksheets, and forgotten slices of half-eaten pizza. Dustin and all the others left an hour ago, after a lot of coaxing throughout the week. I wanted to have Lis all to myself. Lis and I have established a comfortable, close relationship the last 2 months. It was gradual, slow. My admiration for her. My adoration for this mysterious girl was a slow burn. Because of Lis Henderson, I was finally passing my classes. My Uncle Wayne and I approached the guidance counselor shortly after talking to Lis, and I was able to get the dyslexia assessment. And as expected by Lis, my diagnosis was confirmed. It all started to make sense. Things gradually got easier for me. Lis and I had stuck to the routine of meeting every week at end zones to study over spaghetti and breadsticks. Of course, always remembering to get a doggy bag for Dustin. We also picked up an extra day of tutoring most Saturdays at my trailer. Lis coming over to help me with my writing assignments or read a chapter to me and allowing me to digest the content that way. A lot of times she would stick around and make me dinner, make my Uncle Wayne some dinner, and just stay close by as I worked on all my assignments. She was like a guardian angel in a way. My Uncle Wayne, while he is fairly warm to Lis, naturally he's also a little suspicious of her. He continuously says that Lis is simply too perfect, that she certainly is holding something back. Why is she always so busy after school? Why couldn't I visit her at the Hendersons' house? Why didn't she ever invite me in when I would drop her off after school or the D&D meetups? Why couldn't they put that elderly cat of theirs down? I would normally respond with an eye roll and a simple head shake, but I couldn't shake that feeling that he was right. I tried to remain cavalier and play it cool, to not let her settle under my skin, but it was inevitable from the very start. I fell in love with Lis. So, are we still on for this coming Tuesday? I know it's break, but we really need to finish up the Grapes of Wrath before break ends. Yeah, I think so. Noon? Is noon good still? Mm-hmm. It shouldn't take us that long. I'll read the last 3 chapters to you and give you a mock test. You really have been doing so well so far. So I know that you're going to do fine on the final assessment for it. But yeah, I could come over to the trailer and we could do that, and maybe I could make you some lunch. Always trying to take care of me. But yeah, that sounds great. And I'm only passing right now thanks to you, Princess. That's not true. You just don't give yourself enough credit. Agree to disagree? Anyway, you're not going back to Ohio for Thanksgiving with your old man? I really thought you would. No, he really doesn't want to deal with me right now. And besides, he has his own shit going on at the base all week. We'd be alone most of the time, and we, um, I will, I, I meant I'll be alone most of the time. Sorry, slip of the tongue. I guess. I mean, I am kind of tired, and I didn't really sleep much last night, and yeah. She goes through these random spurts of not getting enough sleep, and I low-key worry about her. She just doesn't seem to have enough time for herself. And just recently, she got hired to work at the garage with me. She's helping Lois, the shopkeeper's wife, answer phones, cash out customers, and settle up invoices. Well, it's nice to see her there, and I really liked seeing her there. And I seem to get a lot more done while she's there. I often find myself concerned that she's just going to wear herself out. Princess, I told you about this. You need to take better care of yourself. I know. I'm fine, though. I know my limits nightly. I smile at her, little pet name for me. Nightly. She calls me that. And I fell into the habit of calling her Princess. Okay. Just promise me you will take it easy, all right? Especially during break. If there's a day that you don't feel like hanging out, don't feel like doing the homework, just tell me. We'll figure it out. I just don't want to see you get sick or anything. Especially since I apparently have to teach you a few more tricks of the trade to improve your gameplay. All right, fair enough. Good. Well, it looks like we got everything done. Do you have to rush home though? I kind of made you a couple new mixtapes. A lot of oldies. Tommy James and the Shondells, the Association, Simon and Garfunkel. You know, that good shit, as you like to call it. Okay, sure. All right, great. Let's see. I grabbed my boombox this morning, so we're all set. And then we don't have to listen to all the tapes. We could just listen to one. I can't believe you made multiple tapes again. You enjoy them. So after we listen to how many you ever want to listen to, I'll take you home. Eddie, I only live 4 blocks away from the school. I can walk. Princesses don't walk home, especially when it's dark and it's freaking cold outside. As your esteemed knight, it's my responsibility to escort you home safely. Anyway, hopefully I nailed this mix for you. Elvis? Okay, I like this. She comes closer to me, and I take her in my arms, wrapping my arms around her waist. But before I do that, I take her arms and wrap them around my neck. I pull her close, resting my hands on her hips eventually and leading her along into a slow dance. Her eyes sparkle amber under the glow of the stage lights. I grin down at her, noting her blushing face. I'm a shit dancer. So am I. I beg to differ, Knightley. You're kind of good at this. Hey, I want to thank you for, the last 2 months. For everything, really. Like helping me pull up my GPA with the tutoring and stuff. I didn't do much. Bullshit, you didn't, Liz. You didn't just tutor me. You worked with the guidance counselor and my teachers to come up with a game plan. You take away time of your own in study hall to come and read my tests to me, and fuck, you actually read books to me, which I like because your voice is the only voice that tends to relax me. Well, besides Ronnie James and James Hetfield. Don't tell them. Beyond that, you are like my best friend. You support me in so many ways, whether it's listening to me bitch about work or just showing up to my rehearsals to cheer me on. Even this, just hanging out. You really make me happy. Eddie. Okay, shh. The next song is about to come on, and if memory serves me right, it's one of your favorites. Now I don't hardly know her, but I think I could love her. Crimson and Clover. When she comes walking over, I'm waiting to show her. Crimson and Clover, over and over. I can't believe you remembered this was my favorite song. This is the song my mom used to sing to me when I was a baby, apparently. My mind's such a sweet thing. I wanna do everything. What a beautiful feeling. Crimson and Clover. I reach up, taking a stray of her hair and lightly tucking it behind her ear. Yeah, I gotta say, she had great taste in music, your mom. Dustin gave me a list of some of your favorites, and so I kind of cheated a little bit. Eddie, this is so sweet. I can't say anyone has ever done anything so thoughtful for me. You deserve it. You deserve the best in my eyes. Eddie. Lis Henderson. I'm absolutely infatuated with you. From the very moment I laid eyes on you. It sounds kind of crazy, so you gotta bear with me. But I didn't even know you at the time, and I knew I was in love with you. The music, for the first time in my life, it was simply white noise to my ears. This was all about her now. Her sigh against my lips, the smell of her vanilla perfume. I would often try to find excuses just to be closer to her so I could smell it. Her delicate fingers playing with the chain of my guitar pick necklace at the nape of my neck. She was slowly reacting to my kiss, returning it eagerly. Soon, her fingers are knotted in my hair. I break away long enough to kiss her neck, lightly sucking at the supple, soft flesh as I carefully push her back toward the long table behind her. I grip her hips tightly and lift her up to sit her on top of it, moving my mouth back to hers. I take breaks between kisses to finally tell her every little secret that I've kept since I first saw her. Liz, I really want to be with you. Not as friends, but so much more. Lately, I know. Look, I know that you've been just trying to focus on your studies and looking to apply to schools. And yes, you made it abundantly clear that you left a very bad relationship back in Ohio. I mean, with the few things that you have told me. But you just give me a chance to love you. I can be a better boyfriend than him. I promise you that I won't let you down. She looks into my eyes. Hers are whiskey hot, on fire, before pressing her mouth to mine. I grin as I hold her by the waist. I'm a few kisses in before I break away and return to kissing down her neck, reaching up with one of my hands to push away the bun-down collar, to lightly suck on her exposed collarbone. I feel her lips peppering my temple with soft kisses as her hands gently caress my neck. I'm lost, a man overboard. I can't think straight as my shaky hands move slowly up to unbutton her shirt so I can bury my face into her warm cleavage. Eddie, Eddie, we need to stop. No, we don't. I've got protection. Liz, you don't have to be scared. It's just us. There's nobody else here, and no, it's not that. I'm sorry. I can't do this. She pulls away. Her eyes are welling with tears as she looks at me. Her lips are swollen and pouty. Fuck, what the fuck did I do? Princess. Fuck, I'm sorry. Please, just... I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. It's not... It isn't anything you did. God damn it, I like you a lot at Nightly. I really do. More than I even should. And I just... I can't. I'm sorry. Please understand. Please. I just can't destroy your future, too. Liz, what the hell are you talking about? Destroy my future? Is this coming from whatever your dad said to you? Or that creep ex of yours? Liz, they're pricks. Insensitive, lying. She's off the table, pulling on her denim jacket and grabbing her backpack. She makes her way off the stage and starts rushing towards the exit. Lis! I'm sorry. Look, I just need some time. I need to think about this a bit. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Okay? She's gone. Before I can even process what the hell just happened, I stand there, completely frozen, listening to the love letter mixtape that she left behind. Eddie's point of view, later that night at the trailer. It's nearly midnight when I finally decide to call Dustin. I would have just driven over to the Hendersons unannounced, but the last thing I want to do is push Liz even further away from me and piss off her aunt with my abruptness. Dustin picks up his private line. Henderson here, loud and clear. Dustin, did Liz get home okay? Dustin Henderson. It would be a critical fail if you don't tell me she's home safe. Yeah. Well, she made it home okay. Yeah, she was crying, but she did make it home. Crying? What did she tell you? She told me everything, Eddie. I tried talking some sense into her about calling you, just like coming clean, but you know how stubborn she can be. Dustin, what the hell did I do wrong? I like her. You know this. I've told you this. I like her a lot. I wouldn't do anything to hurt her. Eddie, I know. And she adores you, Eddie. Then what's the problem? What the fuck made her run tonight? What the fuck did that scumbag ex of hers do to make her so afraid? And why is she spewing out some bullshit about how she'll ruin my life too? How she'll destroy it? Destroy my future? Whatever that... What does that even mean? Henderson, please. Just tell me. Just cut the shit and just tell me what the hell is going on. Fuck. Okay. Look, I tried. I've tried since late September to convince her to tell you the truth. But she was so afraid that it would only scare you off. What? Shit. Eddie, Sammy isn't a baby. Sammy isn't an elderly fucking cat. Sammy is Liz's 3-year-old daughter.